Well, hello. God, I look so bad. Hello, YouTube. I don't even know what to call myself anymore. Ignore me. I'm sorry. Let's just get into the nitty gritty. Hi, this is me. This is what I do now. I'm sweaty, it's hot, it's disgusting, but we're almost done. Yeah, Werner Enterprises. My video picked up a lot of traction. I didn't really expect it to do so, but this is the algorithm. So, had a couple questions about just if I'm still with Werner and how, everything went after orientation. And I think I said in the orientation video that I would kind of recap everything and explain how everything went. So when I recorded the first video, I was still in training. I think I had about a week or 2 weeks to go with my leader. A leader is essentially a person, a driver, who has chosen to train other people. So their sole job is, like for me, I work on a Dollar Tree account. So if I wanted to be a leader after 6 months of driving, doing whatever, driving solo, teams, whatever you're doing, you can apply, with Werner at least, to be a leader. And essentially, again, it's so you can train new drivers, like how I was, and still am. I'm still a baby driver. So I was with my leader, and everything was going okay, and it went fine overall. The experience wasn't bad at all. I was a little nervous at first. I'm pretty sure I said in the last video about being in somebody's truck. It's like being in somebody's house that you don't know, and you're like sleeping on their couch. It's weird. And he wasn't a bad person at all. It was really wonderful, and it was really awesome working with him. He taught me a lot. And there's stuff that I have already known from experience. So once that was complete, I was out of Fontana, California. So once training was done, he had some stuff come up on his end, and I was kind of ready to get off the truck, just because, I was ready to do my own thing. Again, he was a great guy, great person, but you want to be in your zone. You want to have your own space. You want to have your own truck. You want to have your own bunk. You don't want to worry about sharing the same space, limited space, might I add, with somebody else. So I was ready to go because I had a lot of stuff to do. I had to essentially change my whole plan, because the plan was to move north to Oregon and work the Dollar Tree account up there. But stuff fell through. That didn't work out. So here I am back in Texas. That's where I was stationed, and I figured since I have a Texas CDL, instead of changing all that, just stick with it and work it out here. So I am based out of Rosenberg, Texas. That's where my distribution center is, my DC. I work with Dollar Tree, and essentially, I get a load. I get a trailer, right? I go to the DC. I pick up a trailer. A bunch of different paperwork. I might show a video if you guys want to see that, about what it's like to pick up a trailer and what to look for and stuff. But essentially, I get a trailer full of freight, such as that. I'm gonna get copyrighted for that music. The store's playing music, okay? I'm not mad at them. We all need a little motivation. So we take this freight, right? Whatever. Goes to the store, from the distribution center to the store. I set up this whole little conveyor contraption with rollers, is what these are called. These nice little ladder things. Rollers. I have a couple of little milk crates and stuff, and we set them up, and they roll right into the store. Some of these boxes are really light. Some of them have nothing in them. Like this one. That one doesn't really have anything in it. And then you have ones like these that have like bleach and stuff in there, and I don't know if I'm supposed to be showing like all the serial numbers and all that. So that's that. Is it hard work? Hell yeah. Like, oh my god, it is. I'm sweating, right? Like, I'm fucking sweating, and it's not an exaggeration. It's hard work, and especially when you're by yourself. Because get this, when you're with your trainer, when you're with your leader, you have at least help. The way me and my leader did it is I would drive, and he would help me unload. It was a cool thing. And then once trading was getting towards that back end, I was like, oh crap, I'm gonna have to do this by myself. And here I am. Sometimes I get stores with, we call them pieces. Each one of these is a piece. So sometimes I'll get stores with 600 pieces. Pretty easy. It's not too bad. You can crank through that probably. If you're working fast, you can crank that out in like an hour. And then you get times like right now where this store has 1,500 pieces. Plus 1, 2, 3 pallets of freight. This is whole things of bleach that I have to lift and put on here. And then this is whole things of water. Now, if you get lucky, you'll have a store that has a dock of some sort, and they might have a pallet jack. So you might get lucky, and then you won't have to take these out individually. This store has a pallet jack, but that's the ground there. There's no way for us to lift it, and even if we got it up here with the freight, there's no way for us to get it down. The trailers out of my DC do not have ramps. If you're working with Dollar General, they have ramps on the trailers. So essentially, the difference between Dollar Tree and Dollar General is Dollar Tree is this. You have to unload it piece by piece. Dollar General has what we call U-boats or rolltainers, and it's essentially the same. It's like a cart essentially. It's like a big cart in a U shape like that, and a U shape like that. And it has like 4 wheels on the bottom, and you push it. You push it from the inside of the trailer to the end of the tail of the trailer, and there's like a little ramp, and you can lower it and raise it and do all that nonsense. So in a sense, that's easier and harder because you're still working. Some people like Dollar General more, some people like Dollar Tree more. If you look at it in the sense that you're working out, you're not just sitting and driving and gaining weight, it's cool. For me, surprise, surprise, hi guys, I never told you, I identify as transgender, so I've been on hormones for the last 4 months, and that's my arm. If you guys don't remember, I was in the Marine Corps in 2011 to 2015, and then I just recently got out of the Army this year, February of this year, and this is tough. Like, this is hard. My muscles redistributed and everything, so it's hard work for me. But for somebody that might like working out and lifting, it's really not bad. I think like the heaviest thing is probably like 40 something pounds. But even with like my current state of physical readiness, it's not too bad. Like sometimes I throw my back out because I have a really bad habit of lifting with my back. But hey, remember the fundamentals and you'll be okay. But we rambled on. It's not bad. The trucking experience that I've experienced so far, I've only been with Werner. I haven't been with any other trucking company. It's been okay. The fleet manager team that I have right now, they're awesome. They take care of me. I say, hey, I'm running a little late. They contact the store and they're like, okay, cool, we'll push your timeline back. Or, you know, since I live in Austin now, when it gets closer for me to get home, they'll try to route me stores close to Austin, which like the last 2 weeks I was in and out of San Antonio, which I didn't mind because San Antonio isn't that far from Austin. So I was like, okay, once I'm done with here, I just go home. So it wasn't too bad. So this thing has been getting stuck. So it keeps getting stuck because it's like,
Yeah, it's cooled out.
yeah. But we can't help it. So, yeah. So with the Dollar Tree account versus the Dollar General account, that's a good point. Dollar Tree, you unload it yourself. Oh, both of them you unload yourself. One Dollar Tree, which I'm on, you have the workers from the store who are on the back end of that, the ramp thing here, and they take it from the ramp and they receive it. Downfall about that is you only work as fast as they do. So if their workers are really unmotivated, just working slow, then your timeline is gonna get jacked up. Like this morning, I got here to the store and I was probably about 3 minutes late because of traffic, but I wasn't like 3 hours late, you know. There was no reason, you know, for any more delay. So I was expecting to get here. They were going to be waiting on me and everything. They weren't ready. In fact, the manager had to go back to get their keys because they left it at home. So it's just little things like that that hold you up. With Dollar General, you get to the store, you sign in with the manager, and then you start moving the stuff into the store. They tell you where to put it, you put it. Once that's done, you get out and you go. Benefit with that is you work as fast as you need to. The faster you work, the faster you get done. Also positive with that is your timeline becomes a little bit more flexible. By that I mean, with my account, every first store that I have is usually at 5 o'clock in the morning. So I need to be at the store, like parked and ready to start unloading by 5 o'clock in the morning. With Dollar General, you have a timeline, but it's not super like to the T. Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
You got it.
what's going on? What's going on? We almost there.
Almost done.
We done.
See, they're excited. When we talk about plastic right there, that signifies that it's the cutoff essentially, and the next store is behind that. Usually. Sometimes I have to jump up there and pick a few boxes down, but that's all on the loaders. You don't load anything. You just pick up, unload, drop the trailer off, and keep going. Again, sorry if it's loud. Sorry if it's just such an unorganized video. But you get the real experience right here. This is what I like to try to do. You got all these people that are getting their fancy little edits and their time jumps and all that. But here you get the raw feed. So it's not bad. It's really not bad. Thing I can complain about is just feeling like you need to make every time schedule. I started to say before they said something, is that when I was working the Dollar General account with my leader, had like a time to be at the stores and to deliver, and then we had a time to be back, and that was it. Like that was it. There was no, oh, you need to be here at this store at 5 o'clock and you need to be at this store by 8 o'clock. Like I'm already late for my second store because of this. But that's just because, again, the workers are essentially waiting for you, and they're on the clock, and they can only be on for so long. So you can't take forever. And it sucks because you have to manage your time, their time, and then the time on your clock, which is it's still your time, but you know, there's a lot of times where I don't get to stop and eat. I could, but then I'm gonna be off of my timeline. And usually I make the first store, the second store is always late for the first store, and the third store, oh gosh, I might not even be able to get the third store usually. So, I mean, those are all things to consider if you're considering the Dollar Tree account. Again, sorry about the recording. I'm trying to give you guys like the raw footage here of what it's like, because it's a lot of work. I've been here since 5 o'clock, and it's 9. It's 9. So, yeah. It's a lot of work. But let me know what you guys think. Is this account for you? What account are you going on? Are you doing teams? Are you doing solo? Are you doing over the road? Are you doing local? If you got a local job, then I envy you, because I wanted a local. But I got this one, and I get to be home weekly, so it is what it is. It is what it is. So again, let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys for watching. I don't know if I'm going to make another one. Probably not. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I don't want this to be a truck channel. But if you have any questions, just I uploaded 3 videos. The first one of orientation, second one of my truck, and then this one. Whatever this one's gonna be called, Dollar Tree, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, thanks again. I'm gonna finish this store and then move on. Bye.